So we're here in good old Nova Scotia with Kurt Deimer.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Do interviewers sometimes mess up the name?
Oh yeah, yeah,
All the
yeah.
time, probably.
So do principals at a graduation at a high school you've been to for the last, you know. I'm Diamond, I'm Deimer. Yeah, it's Kurt Deimer. It happens all the time.
So, Kurt, you play a great show tonight here
Oh, thank you,
in Halifax,
thank
and
you for coming out.
you're very welcome. There's like the amount of power that you showcased tonight. It's very good to see. The
Oh,
kids
thank
are
you.
looking at it. I was a photographer, and when the lights were coming out, not lighters though, just the phone lights.
Oh, nice. You saw what you
Oh
saying.
yeah,
You know,
you see power
we're
for
an
that.
opening band to get people to light their phones up and their lighters as an opener they've probably never heard of. I think that sends a powerful message that people are resonating with what we're doing. So,
How's touring in Canada versus the US? It's like whole different types
uh,
of crowds, or
yeah, I mean, we've toured the U.S. mostly, with Tesla and with Buckcherry, Skid Row, Ingve, Jeff Tate, Drowning Pool. Yeah, it's hit or, it's depending on what tour you're on. Every, Let me just say this: every tour we've been on, no matter who we've been support for, and we've been lucky to start out that way. People in the crowd, we've gotten new fans every show. You go to see Ingve, you want to see him shred, but then we come out and put on a rock show right before. It's a good bill, and we just do it the way we do it, kind of like what we were talking about earlier. Van Halen opened up for Black Sabbath. Was that a uniform pairing? No, but people, that's what broke Van Halen. So we bring it every night. The U.S. is great to us, and that's obviously our home country. But when we came to Canada on a pivot last year with Sebastian Bach, it was kind of last minute. It came through Canada. Our following grew. Canadian fans love rock and roll. I mean, fuck. Some of my favorite bands are from Canada: Triumph, Rush, April Wine, and Tragically Hip, Nickelback. Nickelback. Oh, they're all fucking amazing. And Canada's a rock and roll country, and I will come to Canada every year for the rest of my fucking life, whether it's as direct support or as a headliner, because they really embrace us, and I like it when I do what I do, in that humanity, especially Canada, the U.S., they embrace what we're doing, and they get my message, and it's all about peace, love, kindness, and positivity, and common sense. So, love Canada. So I'm just trying to be that pillar of strength, the man, like I told all of you tonight, man of the people. I'm not afraid of the world. I grew up in a family of four, and my mom and dad taught me to take the high road and just be a good person. And the more you give, the more you get. And they both passed. My sister passed at 13, so I'm the last surviving member. I was the loser as a kid, and I persevered and got through all my issues with anxiety and all that. Now here I am, just being a pillar of strength for the world, and it's just common principles: be kind, respect, care about each other, love each other. It's that simple. It's not that fucking hard.
yeah, it's like that. Go and play. Like, let's say you've been across Canada now, and
Second time now, yeah.
that should be incredible because it's a lot of territory to cover.
It's
And I
beautiful.
think when
It's
you go
beautiful.
from, let's say, Nova Scotia to Vancouver, you got all different types of crowds also, because it's like
Everywhere's
yeah,
different.
everybody's got
It's
different
very diverse,
cultures.
and I love that. Last night, I mean, I don't even know how to pronounce the stuff. And we stopped in Quebec City and had dinner at the steakhouse I love because I needed some good food.
Yeah.
And we had been there last year with Sebastian, and we took the band and crew out. Me and Sebastian, we did a lot of steak dinners together. And Sebastian and I just sit at the head of the table and drink Camus, red wine. But yeah, it's different. Like the culture in every town, but it's like America in a lot of ways too.
Yeah.
You can go to Chicago, go up into the Northeast. It's different. It's different set, and that's the beauty of our two countries. And you know, my hope is that both of our countries continue with the great relationship we've had for many years and just love each other as human beings and not let all this other noise fucking
And let the tours go flow. You
just
know,
let it flow. People are like, "You're going to Canada?" It's like, yeah, I'm going to Canada. They're human beings. They're people like us, like me, and like we're all human beings. It doesn't matter if we're from Africa, Canada, the U.S., Pakistan, wherever we're from. We're human beings. We have one life. Let's all come together.
that's very true. You know, one life, you got to live it. You got to do it. You know, and
Yeah,
it's like, you got to play that show.
yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't feel good tonight. Well, let's play that show. Let's say, you know, it gets tiring going on tour, I'm sure. Like,
Oh, it's a
how,
grind. It's a grind.
because
It's not
sometimes
the
you're,
glamour
I'm
life.
sure,
It's not the glamour life.
yeah, so, because right now you're driving the tour bus.
Yeah, I just backed it up 12 inches. I just filled in. So,
That's good.
but yeah, it's just you got to just suck it up.
You got to
Do
work.
what you do. Talent is nothing without hard work, and whether you like the way I sing or you don't, it's the way I sing. And if 1% of the Earth population likes the way I sing and believes in my positive message, it's a lot of fans. I mean,
Mhm.
let's just call it what it is. It's a lot of fans, and we don't need it to be filtering through hate and all this bullshit. That's why I wrote back to the school, check out back to the school, because why be mean to fellow human beings? I mean, what's up with that?
Mm,
What's the point? Let's just be nice and take care of each other,
yeah.
and form a community like people did back in the day. These small microcosms of, okay, we're going to settle a town here in Wyoming, and people had to work together and come together and take care of each other to do right. And it's we've lost that in humanity. So
You also got a new album that's like brand new, but let's just say, how was it, you know, throughout the times to make this album?
well,
Yeah, I mean,
I
there's
never even
some
thought.
good guests on that, like Jeff Tate.
Oh yeah, yeah. Jeff has been awesome too. I never, honestly, man, I never even thought I'd be doing this until I went to do a cameo with my oil company in a movie in 2017 called Trading Pain, and with John Travolta and Shania Twain. They ended up giving me a speaking role. I joined SAG. Then I was in Halloween 2018. Then I'm shooting other movies. I never went to school for that, for anything. Yeah, I have a degree. I have a couple degrees, but not in acting. And then I meet Ben Trexel. We start writing songs like "What You Say," and I tried my voice. I quit doing music for a long, long time, and and once I met Ben, it's just I'm back in it. We do a demo. We have all these tunes, but I take him to L.A. to give it a shot. And Chris Lord-Alge takes me under his wing and says, "I'll remix these demos." And then we became really good friends, and now we're like best friends and hang out and do shit together. And it took 4 years. We've been filling the pipeline with these songs, and there's already a second album done. We're going to go finish it, me and the guys, the end of June. There's already a third album in the works. So
Wow.
we just had to get that one out. That we had the EP, Work Hard, Rock Hard. But you don't want to like put out your first album and it's just not the best it can be, because U2 put out Boy. It was a great album, and once they blew up, people would go back to Boy. It's just that you always want to do the best you can do. And it finally got ready now, and I decided to do a gatefold double album, and so it begins, and it's got 17 songs on it.
17, yeah.
Yeah, 17 on it.
That's like a double album
A really
almost,
cool version of "Have a Cigar" by Pink Floyd that we
which you played
interpreted,
tonight.
going right into "Riders on the Storm" and new lyrics I put on that.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's on the final side of the double album. So it just took a while, but it's a walk. It's not a run. I know I'm doing this later in life, but look where we're at in 2 years, and if 3 years. Or if the fans keep spreading the word and sharing and calling the radio, all I want to do is headline, do really cool stuff, and inspire humanity and people that dig our shit till the day I start taking my dirt nap. So it's as simple as that.
Inspiration is very important to you. You know,
Yes, yeah.
and it's like, who's your main inspirations?
Well, my dad's my hero. Um, so my dad's probably number one, and I love sports. I can play all the sports. Played football, basketball, baseball, all that shit. But probably from a competitive standpoint, and just somebody who was told you can't, you can't, you can't, just like I was told you can't, you're a loser, you can't do this, you can't do that my whole fucking life. And I just keep getting up, and I'm very competitive, so I win and do what I want to do with this one life that I have. So I'd say next to my dad, my next biggest hero that would have been a human being, besides, the Lord up above, would be Michael Jordan.
Good.
So, because he got cut from his middle school basketball. He didn't even make the team. And he's one of the best. He's the best player as far as my opinion goes.
And his
in the
rookie
history
car's
of the
expensive
NBA.
too.
And he was told he can't. Look at what he did. So,
It's like that. How far are you going on this tour?
how far?
Yeah.
Well, we've got tonight, obviously, which is over, and then Moncton. It's the theater capital in Quebec City.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
the way
because
we
you're going
mix it
back
up
towards
with
Quebec
the
and,
Doe Massacre.
and going to Ottawa.
So we're
yeah.
playing the theater
Yeah.
there.
All right.
And then we're going to spend the day Thursday in Quebec City. And we're going to have a little, we're going to go to that steakhouse again. Then we're going to have a little party at the Font Rue de whatever it is. I'll have to send you what it is.
Okay.
And just chill. And then we play in Ottawa. And then we head back to the States.
So this summer you got lots of plans also?
Well, we're going to play Towanda, New York with Steel Panther and Buckcherry. Then we're going to go to Fort Wayne with Buckcherry. Then we're going to go to Bloomington, Illinois with Buckcherry. Then Minneapolis. Then I'm going to go shoot a movie, Relapse,
Okay.
out in LA. And then we're going to head up northeast and play shows with Tesla in Maine and New Hampshire and Massachusetts.
Work, work, work. Never stop.
And yeah, if you're in the Northeast, get those tickets. I don't even know if you can now. I think they're all sold out shows. But we play a 45-minute set with Tesla. So
Cool.
yeah, and we get to use our video walls.
Nice.
You saw stripped down. Correct?
Yes.
So
All right.
yeah, man.
Well, man, Kurt, again, great show tonight. The energy level was what we needed to see tonight.
Oh well, thank
And
you.
I think
Thank
you meant a lot to me. And I want to really get to talk to you.
Did we surprise you?
Yes.
Better than we thought we did.
Way better live.
Good. We did our jobs.
Yes. And let's just say keep up the great work with the promo videos and stuff like that. YouTube is the way to go if you ask me.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. There is a crowd.
Yeah.
And the people like to see that stuff.
And that you can get more exposure, you think, on YouTube and stuff.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. It's just, with the movies coming out, too, it's just a matter of when the movies collide with the album.
Yeah.
But, and it's a lot of work. I mean, like you asked me, it's for 2020, I went to LA and Chris decided he discovered me. And now look at where we're at. It's not that long.
Yeah. Time goes by quick, too.
And then I keep thinking 5 more, 10, but this 5 years has already been put in. So now it's just a matter of what day.
Yeah.
Which is cool. So
yeah,
we'll keep working hard. I promise. So tell everybody to follow me everywhere. Kurt Deimer, KurtDeimer. Google me, KurtDeimer.com. Please follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, X, YouTube. Subscribe. Follow me on Spotify, Apple, everywhere. That's what they all look at and judge me by. So,
all right.
and then I can come headline in a town near you and call the radio and request Live or Die. Peace and love.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man.